What do you see here? So lamp, it's a pretty dark room, right? But if we turn that lamp on, we're going to get this amazing light coming through here and light here and then shadows. I know that because I'm used to seeing these things. Pretty cool? So rather than using a video light to do this, well, I'm using the ambient light that's already there. It's already there. This is the dark room. I got this chair, put it here, shone a video light. I actually had a fan. So we shone the light through the fan that create these sort of shadows here and there. And I basically told her to close her eyes and just think about all the bills you're going to have after you get married. And she started laughing and that was it. What do you see here? Flagging. Nasty. I see this lamp, but I see a lot of daylight. I pull the blinds back, turn all the lights off in the house, I turn that on, and this is what we get. Oh, you're so lucky. Good camera. So a question? Oh, a question. Victor. Come on, get.
Just with that photo there and with a lot of the other ones, are you literally just lighting that with that light? There's no flash, there's no nothing?
There's no flash, no nothing. That's it, just that light. Absolutely.
And he's like, she would obviously, like you having to use quite a low shutter speed, like she's obviously having to stand quite still, or?
That's just 800 probably, I'm just trying to think what that was. That would have been probably 800 ASA, 60, 2.8? Oh, really? Something like that, yeah. Look, that was very similar. Thanks, Vic. You're doing a good job.
How long did it take the electrician to install that light?
That would have taken a while. But see these lights over here? It's very, very similar. But that's creating some beautiful light there, some very, very dramatic. In fact, let's do it. Let's get it bright over here. Over here, Abe. Come on, sweetie. I want you to come right in that aisleway there, and we'll get you and we'll have some fun. Do me a favour though, Ian, at the back there, no spotlight over here, just so I can see what's going on. Can you actually fit on the side there?
Down there?
Yep. So no spotlight, mate? Okay. What I want you to do, is that quite secure there? Okay, can I get you to just sort of half sit on that? Mm-hmm. And I want you to rest right back. Rest your back right up in there. Mm-hmm. Bit more. Stop there. You comfortable?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you are. Okay, what I want you to do, I want you to turn your face this way. Okay, chin right up, chin right up, chin right up, chin right up, chin up. Okay, close your eyes. Crack up laughing. Do you see that? Simple, isn't it? Ah, thank you very much. That was beautiful. Thank you. I actually want to thank Linda Garinge Couture for offering these beautiful dresses, and the girls have been fantastic tonight as well. So Linda Garinge Couture, amazing dresses. No tripod. I actually haven't used a tripod for a long, long time. Probably that night shot that I took with that slow shutter speed was the first time in probably about a year. Thanks to digital cameras, I tell you what, you can just crank that ASA up. I've got the Canon 5D now, and that's just the best camera. I love it. I mean, it's just ridiculously fantastic. It's probably the closest thing that I've used to film in many, many years. It's brilliant. So, crank it up. Okay. They sponsor me. I'm hoping well, they're sponsoring tonight. We'll mention the sponsors. Okay. Now, I walked into the house and I actually found a couple of candles. But this house was lit ridiculously. I mean, the house, sunlight everywhere, daylight everywhere. I thought, what do? I walk into this room. I actually, there was heaps of light here. The darkest spot almost was this point here. So I closed these blinds. I got the dad to hold up his jacket about here. I got the bride to sit here, photograph this way with candlelight, and that's the shot. Ah. So pretty cool? Okay, what do you see here? Just normal window light. The blinds were facing this way. This light was pouring through here. Now, I know that if I turn the blinds that way, the light on this particular wall is going to look gorgeous. Now, this is like a peachy wall, quite lovely. So I turn the blinds that way. We've got some beautiful soft light coming that way. Get the bride involved, and there it is. Pretty cool? Next one. Why is she doing that? I don't know. It just came to me. Maybe she's sitting down and then the girls are just showing off their heels and she's just put her hand up and the bridesmaid put her hand up and she looked down and maybe that's what happened naturally. I don't know. But it's just a certain fashion element that you've got to bring. I love bringing to my images. I love fashion. I love everything about it. I mean, I'll prefer a Vogue magazine than your really important, those big books with no photos in it. Really boring ones. What do you see here? What can I use here in this particular house? The lamp? Oh, you're learning now. I like that. Everyone said lamp. The lamp, Jerry. Use the lamp. It's like you're hearing voices now. Silence the lambs. They're screaming. Pretty cool. You want to see a few more?
Yeah.
This cracks me up. This one. I was MacGyver in this particular house, right? I saw this candlelight. I think, where am I going to do it? And there was no table. Every table was huge. I mean, it was just, I need the table to put these candles on. I went outside. I saw this table. Where's the darkest room? It was actually the bedroom. So I put these blinds back, I put that table there, put those candles on the table, and we get that. Pretty cool? This will crack you up. Look, watch this next photograph. You're an idiot. All right, what do you see? Straight away, Al Pacino. Every guy's favourite movie. What is it? Scarface. Are you calling me a liar, Frank? So I walk in this room, I see Al Pacino. You like that? You like that, didn't you? I like it. So I walk in there. That's literally what I saw. But I know that every guy likes Al Pacino and loves that role. So I basically got the groom to sit his backside there with his feet there. And I said, have you got cigars? He goes, yeah. I said, light it up. Now just going back, I closed the blinds there, right? It has one of those, where would that be, John? Athens. Brunswick. So I closed the blinds and literally that was the only light lighting his face. A little hint of that and there we go. So what we did basically is I actually wanted a bit more light to come through. I said, I want you to look at me like you're going to kill me, right? And I want you to just blow smoke with a really cool, confident look right into the camera. And that's the shot. Oh, Julius. Let's have a question from Julius.
Are you ever going to retire?
Is that for tonight? Are you getting a bit tired, or is it just like I'm going to stop photography? No, I'll be doing this till the day I die. It's as simple as that. I love it. Any other questions, guys? At the front? Oh, John. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, gee. He's my brother, so whatever he says is... It's all right. Okay.
I'm very proud of you, Jerry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Why are you telling him your secrets? For the money or the love?
You're right, actually. Just ignore everything you heard tonight. Actually, I'm going to answer that in a moment. Actually, can we have the house lights up? Can we get the house lights up? It even might be the. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, that's so much better. I can see everyone now. Okay, questions. Here we go. Take it forward.
Are you using a video light instead of a flash because it's easier?
Okay, I find video light actually, John, I didn't ignore your answer. That's very important. I want to come to that. Okay, remind me. Very, very important. I like it. Yeah, you're the man. It's not easier. Video light, in fact, Ryan, I've got a video light down somewhere there actually. Can you actually show the guys what it looks like? It's actually a lot harder because you've actually got to hold it yourself. There's a bit of a battery pack as well, and it's quite cumbersome if you keep on holding it all day. Flash, I just hate flash. I think flash is the absolute enemy. As far as I'm concerned, that if you can see where you're walking, you can almost shoot without flash. If it's that dark but you can see, 1600 ASA, f2 2.8, on a beautiful Canon 5D on a great lens, no problem whatsoever. It's just more ambient. It's a bit more luxurious, you know. It's pretty cool. Any other questions, guys? Yeah, Jackie Dean. You need to.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Otherwise, we won't hear it.
How many weddings do you shoot a year?
Okay. Is that personally?
Yeah.
Personally, I shoot about 70 weddings a year, 70, 75 weddings. Yeah, a lot of weddings. And as soon as I said that, my wife's going, yeah, I know. She's nodding her head a little bit. I love shooting weddings, and quite simply, I just won't stop. Many people say, well, Jerry, you know, you've got other photographers, why don't you palm it on? But I just love it. I love shooting. And whatever I still enjoy it, I'll keep on going. We'll come back in a minute. Right in the microphone.
What happens when you're sick? Like you're booked to do a wedding and you're really sick?
It's a good question. I think it's a question that every photographer, I guess, has asked themselves. But quite simply, I do have an amazing team and backup and support that I can rely on if I was. But I'd have to be dead not to shoot a wedding. I mean, you know, like I've been on a wedding day where I've thrown up at the bride's house. I've thrown up at the groom's home, at the church, and I'd sort of, you know, wash my mouth and go, and I mean, quite simply because as far as they're concerned, they've booked you, so they want you, and no one else will do. So really, I'd have to be bedridden, or just unable to get there for any unknown reason not to do it. So, but I have amazing support. I have some amazing photographers that work for me. Are there questions, guys? Do we have a question here?
Yes.
Oh, your event, you're back. Were you there before?
I was sleeping.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nasty.
Terry, why are you so exciting?
Do you want to know? Oh, that was bad, wasn't it? Okay, we have another question somewhere here? Yes, over here. Sorry, quickly. We need Okay, we'll show it in a minute.
The duck down.
Okay, where are we? Ian. Everybody, this is Ian Howell, Victorian President of the AIPP. Lovely man, and great applause for the President.
Jerry, you're on the IIPP Council.
Yes, I am.
What do you get out of it? Why do you do it? And how do you find the time?
AIPP?
Yeah.
Well, that's a huge question, I think. AIPP has done an incredible amount for me. I've met so many people in this room through the AIPP. I wouldn't have got to know them without it. Quite simply, it's a great excuse to get together. We share ideas, we share techniques, we learn a lot. I think the award system is fantastic as well. I mean, the award system just pushes you to think differently. I mean, quite simply, every time I shoot a wedding, I'm there to actually beat Yervan in the Wedding Album of the Year competition. That's what I'm trying to do.
Not entering.
I was at Yervan's last night, and he was trying to convince me that he wasn't going to enter in WPPI. So anyway, I'm sure he will, and I'm sure it'll be fun. But AIPP is awesome, guys. Honestly, I think it's fantastic. In fact, what's going to happen after this... actually, who's not a member of the AIPP? Not a member? AIPP is the Australian Institute of Professional Photography. Okay, it's basically our institute. If you're a photographer and you want to get to where you want to go and you want to improve your craft, then join the AIPP. Any other questions? Oh no, we've got one over here. Hold on.
You've told us how you click. What's the one marketing hint you could give to everybody? Ooh, closing the sale.
That's the next DVD. Marketing is a whole other seminar, honestly. I think marketing is putting yourself out there. I think the best advice I could give you is think of you as a photographer as a brand. Many of us think of ourselves as just an artist and all that kind of stuff, but if you think of yourself as a brand, now how do you market this brand? You can look at any successful business model out there and work out how they did it. As far as I'm concerned, people actually ask us, well, why are you on the cover of every magazine? Well, quite simply, I want every bride to see us. I mean, we have to be on their shortlist. But you have so many referrals. Why do you do it? Well, quite simply, every direction has to point to Excite, as far as I'm concerned. A referral, industry referral, a personal referral, everything has to point in our direction. Whether we book them or not is our problem. So think of you as a brand. And just on that as well, brands are expandable and individuals are not. Are you with me? When that clicks, then you head in the right direction. Question, please, over here.
When you're using a lot of ambient light things, do you think that's part of actually like your style? Is your use of not using flash and things like that? And when you're using the ambient light and you want a white dress, do you just fix that in Photoshop, or do you add something else in, or how do you?
I try to get it as right as possible in the day, but of course our digital artists will correct it as much as possible. It's as simple as that. So sometimes I probably try to get it too perfectly on the day, and I want it warm. And lately my girls have been saying, well, it's a little bit too warm. Perhaps don't try to be perfect on the day. Go a little bit cooler so we can add the warmth later. So we're learning as we go along. It's as simple as that. That's how we do it. But it's just one of those things. I'm used to shooting RB67. That's the way I shot years and years ago with a big tripod, and you have to get it right. So I've got to sort of let go of that a little bit more and trust the artist that will actually, add that little bit extra warmth later on. But just talking about that in terms of white balance and colour balance, it's really, really important that we, what you're doing in the camera. So people just put it on auto white balance and leave it for the whole day. But I find that you can actually sort of manipulate the white balance for different things. So for example, if you're in a church, some people might put on a tungsten setting. Now, because it's all tungsten, but that might overcorrect the yellow and it'll look a bit blue. Now, you might put on auto white balance, but that might not be right either. So I put it normally on the sun setting, so it corrects a little bit of yellow, but not all of it, so it keeps the warmth in. Are you with me? Yeah. So you can sort of use things like that, but the camera can't think like a human can. As long as you play with it, and it really works. Any other questions, guys? Yeah. Over here.
I shoot film. So, all of those things you were saying before, with the video light,
yes.
Is that then not applicable because you're going to get an orange cask, aren't you?
No. Okay. I think film has a lot of latitude, and I shoot no differently to what I did with film as far as video light's concerned. So quite simply, I mean, there's a lot of forgiveness in film with exposure, with colour temperature, all that kind of stuff. So all I can say is no difference whatsoever. You can look at the light. It's like anything. If you shoot in a church, it doesn't mean it's all going to be a horrible yellow because the lab will correct that yellow out of the actual the particular photograph. So no different. In fact, there's just more forgiveness. There's actually a bit more latitude there, I believe, with colour and exposure. So
about flash.
Yes.
With a tungsten light.
Yes.
Right above their head, they're not going to end up orange.
Well, it will be orange, but it will be corrected. It's as simple as that. But film will give you that latitude to correct. I believe. Simple. And then in digital, it's just you can see it a little bit clearer. I mean, you can see it straight away. Every photograph, you have a Polaroid in the back of the camera. It's fantastic. So digital, film, I mean, it's whatever floats your boat, Whatever you want. Whatever works for us all. Any other questions? Yes. A business one.
Do you take time out for staff meetings every week or every month or what?
Staff meetings, that's a good question. The question was, in case we didn't hear it, is do we have to take time out for staff meetings and stuff like that? We actually do regular workshops with our photographers. Actually, what's the last one that we did? We did one a few weeks ago. We're trying to, at least the first Monday of every month, we get together and we tackle positives and negatives of what happened that previous month. So we'll talk about, one day will be just direction, like how we direct our clients. Another day will be seeing the light. In fact, we got our cameras out and we're testing the colour temperature on our cameras, and we're testing about, some of us were sort of over and underexposing our images and not being able to read the camera correctly. So what we did was that in extreme sunlight, we all photographed with our cameras, had a look at the exposure, and some of us were just reading it a little bit higher, a little bit lower, and say, guys, this is the shot. And it's like, well, no, that looks really underexposed. I said, guys, if you can see detail in the whites, ignore everything else. Sure enough, we take the photograph, we go inside, and we just saw all the colour, all the texture, all the highlights back in there, no problem at all. So absolutely, it's very, very important. I think, actually, Nick said to me, my brother, he was saying, well, Jerry, you're going all around the world sort of, doing seminars. Well, why don't you, do some stuff back home? And it was very, very important. So we feed off each other, we learn off each other, and it's fantastic. So I'm very proud to be working with a great bunch here as well. So, yeah. Any other questions, guys? There was one over here, wasn't there? There we go.
All your photographers have a different style to you. How do your clients take that if they come into Excite to have you photograph their wedding? And your staff, obviously great photographers as well, their style's different to yours. How do you overcome that?
Okay. Very good question. It's not the Jerry Ghionis style, it's the Excite style. That's basically it. It's the brand. It's the Excite style. The Excite style is fashion, it's edgy, it's glamorous, it's natural, it's simple and striking. So when all of us are shooting, we all think in the same thing. Now, yes, we have our own little quirks, but at the same time, overall, I think sometimes you'll be amazed, a client will walk in and think a wedding is mine. It's actually Nick's, It doesn't, it's just also the way you sell it. But quite simply, if I'm actually free for the particular wedding that let's say is coming to me, then I'll actually see that couple. If I'm not free, well, I won't see that couple. Respectfully, I'll basically, Nick can see them, or Gloria or Dana, and that's how it works. So, yeah. So it's the Excite style. It's the most important thing. So going back to the question that you asked before, the question was, well, why are you giving away secrets, or why are you sharing what you do in your home crowd? Quite simply, why I do this is that I love the exchange of inspiration. As much as you're learning right now, I'm learning a lot about you guys too, by your questions, what you're doing, all your thoughts, all your thought process. Quite simply, you know what? Less than 10% of couples will hire a professional photographer. Isn't that amazing? That's a proven fact. Less than 10% actually will get a professional photographer for their wedding. Now, why is that? Because some couples, let's say, hear horror stories and they will not, let's say, hire a professional photographer. And what happens is they'll just hire a friend or a student, and it doesn't really matter. The more we help each other in the industry, as far as I'm concerned, it's better for all of us. So if I help all of you be better photographers and business people, and you helping me the same, and that raises the bar, that raises the professionalism, and that means more of us can get more work. You understand? And that's why the AIPP is so important, because we can share this information. It's not like, oh, look at that person, look what he's doing. And you get some narrow-minded people who just don't want to be part of the industry, and they keep to themselves, and no one's going to copy me. Well, why are you so different? How differently can you shoot a bride? Now, we've learned a little bit about that today, but all I'm saying is it's really, really important for me that we help each other and we challenge each other and raise the bar, because we all benefit. We all benefit. So, guys, yeah. And, I look around the room right now and I see some talented people. I mean, I actually toured with Julian many years ago, and I think we learnt so much from each other, that sort of tour around Australia, doing seminars. And to this day, I really appreciate that. Ryan, I spent the whole week with Ryan, and seeing him wave his magic wand in Photoshop, and he's just brilliant. And that can only benefit you. You know what I'm saying? It's no point in playing with how can I say, you play with a better player, you become better yourself. Is that right? And it's fantastic. We have a question, Julian.
Jerry, you have a great team behind you at the studio, but I was wondering, do you do weddings on your own, or do you always have a team with you out on the day, or do you just work with one assistant, or how do you operate in that respect?
On a wedding day, I will, if I basically have an assistant, which I'll always try to, it's with the intention of actually being one of our photographers. That's as simple as that. Now, I might go through 6 months with having no assistant, and I might have 6 months or a year with an assistant. So Howard now, he's photographed his first wedding a few weeks ago, which is arguably probably the best wedding I've seen from a first-timer, which is amazing. And he'll be coming out with me every weekend, and he'll have a wedding, and he'll go from there. So, but everyone, we help each other. Only thing is that I'd love to actually assist my photographers so I can learn from them, but I'm too busy. And whenever I'm not working, I'm going to spend with my wife because she'll divorce me. She's going, the papers are already drawn. This is one of my sayings, guys. Go hard or go home. That's go hard or go home. What I'm basically trying to say to you is, if you're going to do something, do it properly. Now, you have a chance to make an amazing mark in the person's life that you're photographing. It's pretty, I don't want to sound too profound about it all, but basically your work is with that particular couple forever. You shoot an amazing portrait, that's with those parents forever. Now, I shoot a wedding, I shoot a portrait, I work at an amazing pace because my life depends on it. Now, if you ask probably anyone, ask Ellen, one of my digital artists, what I put her through every day to get to where we go. You know, I'm thinking of new ideas, new marketing ideas. How do we get our photos in magazines? Or what awards are we doing or whatever? And every day I'll just drop a bombshell on her every day and she'll consistently perform. It's just phenomenal. So I'm just trying to say to you guys is go hard or go home. And if you're a business owner, you need to be a leader. You need to inspire, because if you're not inspiring yourself, then how are you going to inspire the team around you? So we need a constant buzz. There's a constant buzz at the studio trying to lift our standard and lift our industry. And it's fantastic. And I love the fact that we help push the industry, like I'm saying. It's really, really important. Life's too short. I want to thank the sponsors. And honestly, without the sponsors, we actually wouldn't be here. This actually event was arranged about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And without the sponsors' help and basically our team, and I call it an extended family, because without their support, even their day-to-day business, we wouldn't be here. Okay, while we're waiting, who wants an Excite shirt? Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. Don't burn it. Who wants an Excite shirt over here, over there? Okay, where are we? Yes. Oh, you haven't got one. What are you doing, Julius? I'll get you one over here. Where's your vent? There we go. And over there. Now, I don't know what you're going to do with it.
This is my color.
Who wants some chocolates? Okay, ready? Cover your eyes. Be careful. You ready? I want to thank the AIPP again. I just can't speak of them highly enough. If you're not involved, get involved. You've got nothing to lose, guys. You're probably sick of hearing this, guys. I just want to thank my team again. I think I'm working with a team that's second to none. I'm looking at my team with pride here. All I can say, guys, is that if you're going to inspire those around you, and hopefully you'll be inspired yourself. I want to thank my partners, John and Nick, for being amazing partners. All I can say is that without them, Excite wouldn't be where it is today. It's as simple as that. So a round of applause for John and Nick. I want to thank our photographers as well, who amaze me every single week. Our digital artists, who, like I said, make our work look even better than it already is. Everything, basically the production that we do, our album coordinating, Sharifa, thank you very much for being part of our team as well. Sally has been an amazing addition to our team as a studio manager. We thank you so much as well, guys. Really, really appreciate that. Also, it's amazing. We have Sean from Excite USA in Sacramento. So Sean's come here as well. So a bit of good timing. And all our video editors, our cameramen, I want to thank Michael Andre for helping out today. I want to thank Ian at the back for filming, Victor as well. And I'm just very, very proud to say this evening as well that we've finally we've added the prestige of the Chembry name in Excite Sydney. So we're official as of this week. So I want to welcome the guys into our family. So thank you very much. I also want to thank my family very much, because I'm leaving the family till last. You just cheapen the moment. It was one of those moments and you just ruined it. But my family, guys, have been an amazing support for me. I know my dad will be embarrassed in saying this, but he has every probably news clipping from newspapers and articles that was ever written sort of about Excite and us and all that kind of stuff. So Dad has always been a great support. My uncle is here as well, and he's forever in my corner as well. And Mum has come down, and like I said, I guess you are a product of everyone around you, and quite simply that I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for me personally and our family. Thank you very much, guys. And John, as much as you're a bit of a pain in the backside sometimes, whatever John touches in his field turns to gold. And he doesn't know this, but every time I sort of see him looking at what he's achieved in his life, it pushes me to become better as well. And I think that's the key to things, guys. If you can be around people that make you want to be a better person, they're the people that you want to stick around. So I thank you for your inspiration, your love that you've given me all these years as well. And we're going to mention, if you like Greek food, 145 Station Street in Fairfield, Trapezi Restaurant. So if you 10% off for all our members here. And as I said, Nick, I really appreciate your inspiration that you give me as well. And I can't wait to the next phase in what we're doing. And I'm sure soon enough we'll all hear about that as well. So thank you so much. I want to leave a very important person till last in my wife. I've been travelling a lot of places. I mean, last year I was away for 5 months, literally from home, sharing experiences, sharing lots of things with photographers, and she was home all that time in 5 months. This year is going to be a little bit hard as well, but without her in my corner and my support, I wouldn't be anywhere. I wouldn't be. What do I say? Thank you for your support. I love you. I was hoping I wouldn't cry tonight, and no. I really want you this weekend, the next shoot that you do, make it the best you've ever done, and don't go down. Always look up, guys. All right, go for it. Be the best you can be. Inspire those around you, and make your mark. Make your mark.
you surrender what's in your heart, there's no breaking apart. If you surrender what's in your heart, don't you know?